Hello everyone, introducing this simple yet highly analytical board game that I made. I called it DAMaS, which means divide, add, multiply, and subtract. So this is a variant of checkers, or we call it dama in the Philippines. So the game pieces and the board are numbered, and we use the 4 fundamental math operations to earn points. So the players start by arranging the pieces in random order. And these are the parts of the game, no? The game pieces, the target answers inside the octagons, the track where the pieces will move, and the starting squares. So let's play. So the pieces move forward diagonally, and the pieces capture by jumping over the opponent's piece. So dama, it's basically dama talaga. No, very simple. So now, we operate these 2 game pieces involved in a capture. So we use the 4 fundamental math operations: division, addition, multiplication, and subtraction. Now, we look at the octagons adjacent to the landing square. If we use addition, we earn 1 point because 8 plus 2 equals 10. And 10 is adjacent to the landing square. So that's 1 point for blue. Now, the red recaptures, and now we operate 8 and 8. So again, we use the 4 fundamental math operations and we earn 2 points. Why? 8 divided by 8 is 1. 8 minus 8 is 0. So that's 2 points for red. So let's continue. The blue moves there. Red captures. Now it's your turn to solve. Did we earn a point here in this capture? Yes. Using multiplication, so 8 times 2, that is 16. So red, again, scored 1 point. Okay, the blue recaptures, and then, did we earn point here? Yes, 8 minus 3 equals 5. So, ganun lang kasimple. We use the 4 fundamental math operations and we target the answers printed on the board. Okay, let's continue. Red moves there. Now, in this capture, may points ba? So, if we operate 1 and 3, let's look at the adjacent octagons. There's no point. Okay, the red recaptures. How about that? Is there a correct answer? Target answer? Yes, because 4 plus 3 equals 7. So, that's how we score easily. We just use the 4 fundamental math operations. So let's continue. Red moves there. How about that? How about that capture? Is there any point? I think there's none. No? Okay. Now, red captures. So 5 minus 2 equals 3. So red earns point. Now let's continue. The game is getting more exciting. Blue moves there. Red captures. Any point? Yes, there is. 2 divided by 8 is actually 0.25. So that's another point for red. Next. Now, how about that? Any points for blue? Yes, of course. 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Now let's continue. Okay, so the current scores, red is 6 points and blue is 3 points. The first to reach 10 points wins the game. Is it fun? There's more. I added a 6-sided dice in the game for more fun and strategies. This dice has powers and penalties. So now it's red's turn to move. Wala namang capture, no? So he's not obliged to capture. So instead of moving, he can roll a dice. So red rolls a dice. Red got switch. So switch is a power to switch any 2 game pieces. So now the red switches 9 and 6. Now blue is in trouble. His 6 is about to get captured. Now he will roll a dice. Let's see. Now he got the power expel. So he has now the power to remove one of his opponent's piece. So basically, he will remove 5. So expel is also a nice power added through the dice. Now it's red's turn to move. So the game is now getting more exciting. As you can see, the dice adds fun and the factor of luck, so the game won't become boring. So red tries his luck again using the dice, and now he gets respawn, and it gives the players the power to reinstate a piece of their own back to the board. So what did red do? He reinstated 2 back to the board. So na-capture na ang 2, binalik. Now, blue again is in trouble. Red is about to capture 6. Now, what should blue do? Try his luck again using the dice. But be careful, the dice, as I've said, has penalties. So the blue rolls the dice and he got counter respawn. So what's counter respawn? So it's basically the reverse of respawn. So instead na ikaw ang magbalik, it's the opponent who will reinstate any captured piece back to the board. So what will red do? Reinstate his another 2 piece back to the board. So he's now about to capture 6. His counter respawn is more powerful than respawn because the player will get to reinstate a piece and take his turn to move or capture. So now, red will capture 6 and he will earn another 2 points. So he's now 8 points, just 2 points away from winning the game. Do you think the game is fun? Well, not only that, there are tons of benefits to playing this board game. The multiplication table that we teach to our kids, all the answers to that are present on our board. So most likely, while they are enjoying playing this game, they will encounter those numbers. No need na yung traditional na memorization. They will learn it by playing the board game. Okay, so what's the next development of DAMaS board game? We are actually planning to self-publish this and mass-produce it and distribute it to all schools nationwide. This is the current version of the board. It's compact 4-fold board design. The game pieces are very sturdy. These are 3D printed and hand painted with epoxy resin, and it's magnetic design, as you can see. So stay tuned. We will be releasing this board game for a cause. So we will be selling this. We will be producing this. If you buy a copy of this board game, a public school will also receive a free copy. We'll be having an actual tournament of DAMaS board game in schools soon. All the proceeds will help fund our other advocacy programs. Just like this place, this is a maker space that we built. It's a collaborative place where all those learners and teachers can go here for free, access the facility, use the tools. As you can see here, we actually purchased some equipment just like this. A 3D printer, some machines at the back, a laser engraving machine, a vinyl cutting machine, and some, I'll just like to tour you some woodworking machines. We have a table saw, welding machine, welder, and some other tools that creators can use for free in our locality, of course. This is the first in our locality, and this is one of our advocacy program. It's very hard to run this without proper funding, so we are making other ways to get funds. So hopefully, itong DAMaS board game will click, mauso sa mga schools, and as I've said, it's for a cause, no? So stay tuned. We will be releasing the price of the DAMaS board game, and we will be selling it as soon as possible before the opening of the new school year. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.